Hey guys, look, there's no easy way to go about this one, so we're just going to have to tear the band-aid off and get right into it. What's up, shitheads? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we need to discuss the civil war that's brewing in the e-bike community, specifically between ECELLS and Wired. Unfortunately, this has driven a rift right down the middle of the community and turned brother against brother, sister against brother, and sister against sister, uncle against nephew, and you get the point. Hopefully by the end of this video, maybe we can start that healing process. But anyways, guys, before we get into it, can you please like this video and maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? We got to do a quick detour here and do a little story time with Uncle Tim. I guess it'd be more like Nephew Tim because, you know, I've seen my demographics. I had about 300 subscribers on this channel when I bought my Wired Cruiser. I ended up making a review on that bike, and which got a lot of views, and then subsequently more people started subscribing to the channel. Then I just started making more e-bike centric content because I like e-bikes and I like making YouTube videos, so it just worked hand in hand. I never set out to become an e-bike influencer or become the next e-bike channel because, you know what, there's plenty of those already. But I found myself in a position where I now have affiliate links. I have affiliate links with Wired. If you're looking to buy a Wired Freedom or Cruiser, please feel free to do so by using one of the links in the description of this video. It helps support the channel. Believe it or not, I've purchased both of my bikes from Wired at full price. As a matter of fact, to get the White Freedom, I had to, which I guess technically could be a felony. There was a high-speed chase. Nobody's seen that guy since. And there you have it. That's how I got the white Wired Freedom. So at this point, you could probably understand. I feel like, you know, hey, I'm on Team Wired. I got affiliate links. The videos I make with their bike are doing well. And then I see the post about the 5-star bike. And I had probably a reaction, which I would assume a lot of you guys had, which was, man, these people totally ripped off Wired. But then, you know, as I learned more about it, you realize ECELLS has been in business for 5 years. The frame that they use on that bike is the Monarch frame, which is a frame they've been using on existing models they already have in production. And some people have even said that Wired kind of copied their frame, but that's not for me to say because honestly, I don't know. And then you start to look at the e-bike industry as a whole. Now, if you guys are familiar with all these hub-driven e-bikes, you start to realize that really the only thing unique that you're buying is the frame, and you're buying into the company. Do they have a good warranty? Do they offer good support? Are they reputable? Because almost every single component on these bikes are shared between 80 to 90% of the market. Samsung cells in the batteries, it's Tektro brakes, Bafang motors, Pro Wheel cranksets, Shimano tourney derailleurs, 7-speed shifters. It's like once you've seen 2 or 3 of these bikes, you've seen 90% of the bikes. So that being said, I do find it a bit weird that some people are like really fixating on ECELLS, making it seem like they're doing something wrong. Well, I could understand that argument if they contacted the same exact manufacturer, they had the same frame, the same everything, and they just undercut the price. But that's not what they're doing. They're using their own frame they've developed for years and offering some of the same components at a cheaper price. That's just competition. In the end, it just benefits the consumer. And in case you guys forgot, we are the consumers. So let's not fight each other. The companies can fight each other all they want, but we don't need to fight each other. Initially, I wasn't really going to cover any of this because honestly, if you followed my channel, you probably realize I haven't hopped on all the newest bikes. I could have gotten a goat bike by now, but it's really just not my style. I prefer bikes that you pedal. Goat, if you're watching this, yeah, feel free to send me one. I'll be happy to review it. I've kind of found myself being this e-bike influencer, and people have started messaging me. I've gotten multiple messages asking, hey, shoot the chit, are you going to review the 5-star? I even got this one message that said, hey, shoot the chit, you're so hot, we should go out sometime. So I get all sorts of messages, and that kind of culminated with me today. I spoke with David Cleveland, the owner of ECELLS. I spoke with him on the phone for about an hour, and let me tell you guys this. This guy is passionate about e-bikes. I don't get the impression at all that he's doing this to make a quick buck, but I believe with this 5-star bike, they're making a statement saying we're here to compete. They see that the people really want these affordable, fast bikes, and that's what they're offering. So let's go check out their website, and first we'll go over what similar features this bike has, and then we're going to talk about some of the things that he's doing that I think is really exciting and definitely going to set this bike apart from the competition. So here we are on the ECELLS website. And you check it out here. Most of the bikes they offer, they're definitely more expensive. These are higher end bikes, all-wheel drive. They've got upgraded components, 10-speed transmissions, dual crown forks, lots of really nice componentry and builds on these bikes. Here we have the ECELLS 5-star bike. And let's start off by just going over some of the similar features it's got. It has the same guide RST front fork, 26 by 4 inch fat tires, BMX style handlebars. It's got the same seat post, different seat, 60 volt, 20 amp hour battery, a Hintock 1500 watt motor, although this one's rated at 147 Newton meters of torque, which is different. It's similar to torque, but it's a little different. It's got the same D&M rear shock, 56 tooth cassette. Now let's start to look at some of the things that are different on this bike and what I think are pretty cool. When you just look at this frame, you kind of think it's the same frame as the other bike, but it's not. You'll see here, there's 2 bolt holes here for a water bottle or something else you want to mount. It has provisions to mount the front rack here. And I'm not sure if they're still doing it now, but the initial order of these bikes threw in the front rack for free. This rear rack is rated at 50 kilograms, which I believe is 110 pounds, so that can hold a substantial amount of weight. The controller here is a 60 volt 40 amp controller, but this is a thermal gel filled metal cased controller, and it's mounted directly to the frame. The thermal gel gives it better heat dissipation. It's going to make for more reliable, higher sustained wattages, and it should not overheat on you. So it's going to be interesting to see once these bikes are available for testing what the actual performance is like. This bike comes equipped with an 11 by 34 tooth rear freewheel, and to me, this is one of the biggest upgrades. This freewheel should come on all these bikes because it gives you all the benefits of the 11 by 28, but it gives you 6 more teeth in the rear, which is 18% of a low gear. So this makes your bottom gear a lot easier to pedal. I'm really glad they added that one. The wheel set is a double wall aluminum wheel set. So while the wheels are the same size, these wheels should be substantially stronger than the other wheels. As of now, the front brakes on this bike are being upgraded from 180 millimeters to 203 millimeters. So that's going to be a nice little upgrade. And for what I understand, they're swapping out the rotors on the first batch of them now. So if you already ordered one, you should get it with a 203 front rotor. And if not, ECELLS is going to ship it to you for free. So that's pretty cool. They'll ship you the rotor and the adapter for the brake caliper. Those are some of the key differences, but here's something I think that ECELLS is doing that I think is really cool and something that's been missing from this section of the e-bike market for a while now. They are allowing you to customize your bike when you order it. This bike comes in 2 size frames, 17-inch being the standard and 19-inch being the large. I believe the 17-inch standard fits a rider from 5'5" to 6'4", and the 19-inch, I think, will fit Shaquille O'Neal, according to my math. I'm not sure what the size on the 19-inch is. But you get all these different options, which were just added onto the website today. Hunter Edition, camo includes camo basket. I was told it'll have a finish just like this bike here. So if you're interested in the Hunter Edition, you can click that option, and this is how the finish will be on your bike. You can pay additional for an ECELLS dual crown fork installed. Honestly, I saw a picture of one with this fork on it. And if you're going to get the dual crown fork, I think you're going to need to ditch the BMX bars because it raises the front of the bike significantly and it just looks a bit silly. I'll see if I'll put a picture on the screen for you right now. You have the option to upgrade the rear shocks to a RockShox Monarch RL. I'm not very familiar with that shock, but honestly, riding on that D&M shock that comes default on this bike, I've been pretty happy with that shock. And it gives you an option of tires here. You can do the V Bulldozer off-road tires or high-speed road tires. Pick your options. You can get the Tennis Armor liners through them, or you can even get them installed for $189. Those can be a pain sometimes. I've done a video on it. You can get mirrors, extra helmet. So here's even more interesting here. You can get this bike equipped with a torque sensor for $99. Now, I'd be interested to see how a 60 volt system rides with the torque sensor. I'm happy with the way the cadence sensor on my bike, on my other bike, if you know what I mean. So extra 60 volt battery here, $699. You can get a air pump for $69. And here, storage and rim options. You can get bags. I'll try and put a picture of one of these bags. I saw it's a really big, nice bag. And you can get gold double wall rims for $50. So I think it's pretty cool they're allowing you these different options here, because I came from the mountain bike side of things, and half of the appeal of those bikes are people really love customizing them, and there are so many different parts available. So it's nice to see that they're giving you the option to buy your bike customized, to, you know, set yourself apart. And it's also cool to see, it's going to be cool as manufacturers make more aftermarket parts for these bikes in general. So let's go over the colors here. They don't actually show the colors on the site yet. We have blue with matte black rims, and this blue is a really nice. He posted a picture of these berries that he wanted the blue to match, and he said he had a real hard time getting it where he was happy with it. There's gloss black with matte black wheels, matte black rims. This is the one you see here. It's matte black with matte black rims, orange with matching rims, and red with matching rims. So you have 5 color options here. I don't see pictures of some of the colors yet, but I'm sure those will be coming in the future. So there you have it. And as of right now, this bike starts off at $19.95. You pick your option here, pick your size, and guys, there's no sales tax, and they offer free shipping to me, which is huge. And if you use promo code CHIT100, you'll get an additional $100 off your order. Another cool thing here too is they allow you to use a firm to buy this bike and set up monthly payments. So this is pretty cool, guys. You get a 60 volt, 1500 watt Hintok motor, nice bike for $18.95 shipped. That's going to be hard to beat. I have a feeling these bikes are going to be selling very fast. So there you have it, guys. I was initially skeptical with the ECELLS bike, but after talking to David today, I have to say I'm on board. I'm going to refrain from making any definitive statements until I have a test bike and I can get to ride it, and I'll let you guys know my feelings about it then. If you guys want to order one now, use promo code CHIT100 to save $100 off your order. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget, live unrestricted. And I'm going to go to sleep now because it's 1 in the morning. I will see you guys in the next video.